Hello, everybody. I just wanted to I had this on my other channel, but have changed channels to more of a weight loss so people could find me underneath my name. Um, my name is Holly Largent. I am 33 years old. I had R.N.Y gastric bypass done on January 24th of 2014. My highest weight ever was 301. My current weight ranges in between 210 to 15. So that's where I'm at with that. Doing pretty good. Just still having a hard time with food, solid foods. But the reason in the journey on why I got to how I was, because a lot of people, make rude comments, but a lot of people are honestly asking, how did you get this big? What did you do? Is it because of health reasons? Is it because of, other reasons? So right now I'm going to let you know all my previous subscribers and people who have seen this video just in a different light, a different video, just same stuff. Um, Go ahead and bow out and I will talk to you guys later. Mwah. But for those of you who don't know my story, back in 2006, I started having like terrible headaches. Terrible. I mean, I'm not even talking migraines. I was in the hospital. They hurt that bad. Nothing would take care of them. So I had to work. I was working to become a nurse, and I had to go to work that day, Mother's Day. Ended up going into the ER. And, they're like, oh, nothing's wrong, nothing wrong. Sent me home. So I get a call that next week telling me you need to get into the office now. We need to speak to you. So I did. That I did. And what she had told me is that they found the reason why I was having so many headaches and it was so painful. There's this thing, and I'm not going to go into detail about what it is, but you can research it if you want to. It's called Arnold-Chiari malformation. And it's right in the back of your, where your head and your spine connect. Like the brain bulges. It's complicated. I still don't even understand it. Well, they said, it's a surgery, it's dangerous because we're going into your head and have to remove part of your skull. No, at that point they didn't have to. But it's a serious surgery. Anytime you go in for brain surgery, it's serious. Anytime you go for any type of surgery and they put you out, it's dangerous. Okay, so he's like, it'll be a 3-day in and out, no problems. So I went, woke up in the most excruciating pain that you can ever, ever, ever imagine. What had happened was, when they went in, they took, first of all, there was a golf ball sized tumor on my brainstem that they totally missed when they had done like 100 damn MRIs and CAT scans before I even went in for surgery. So how you miss something that big is beyond me. But they got that taken out. It wasn't cancerous. But they hit the central vomiting zone while they were in there. And because of that, I was vomiting really bad. So because they took that golf ball sized tumor out where it was on my brainstem, the brain fluids were just pouring, and pouring, and it was terrible. And I was puking and puking and puking. Well, they tried bonding it with a muscle graft. They took part of my skin and stuff and did a muscle graft. Well, because of my profusive vomiting, sorry. And this is exactly what, I don't know if anybody watches Janine Lilyfish. I don't remember her name, but it's called aphasia. And after going into my brain 8 times, she's completely right. You get what is called aphasia. And a lot of times what it is you can see the word, you could spell the word out, but you can't say it. It's really weird. Or you just draw a blank completely. Like now I'm going off on a completely different subject, and it's going to take me a minute to figure out what the hell I was talking about. Oh, okay, the fluid building up. Well, because they did the muscle graft thinking that would work. Well, because of me vomiting so much, it kept just ripping that open, and I would get, I shit you not, probably about that size. On the back of my neck would be my little friend. I had a growth on the back of my head from all the fluid. So they kept going in. Just so you can get a clue of this, my doctor was one of the best in the world. He was the top doctor at Loyola University and told my mom and my family that I was his worst nightmare. So it's surgery. They're going to do a VP brain shunt. If that did not work, they were going to put me in self-induced coma and call it a day. Really? You'd think somebody's life's a little bit worse. You don't just give up on them. So, God willing, thank God for miracles, because He was there the whole time. But they went and put a brain shunt in. Worked, didn't work. Worked, but then they had to go back in because they put it from my head just down to my neck. Well, they had to go back in and put it from my neck, down my back, around my spine, and into my tummy, because there was so much fluid. Now, every 2 years, I have to go in and get the scar tissue scraped away. Well, with not being very mobile, not being able to do anything, you are going to put weight on. And that's exactly what I did. I sat on my ass and got bigger and got bigger and got bigger. And I didn't know what to do. Couldn't work out. Couldn't exercise because it hurt so bad. My right hip, from the damage from the surgeries and stuff, kills me. Now that I've had surgery and lost weight, it's my left side. I don't get it. But the next thing that happened is I was, out and about, and I started feeling my face was getting tingly, like I had Novocaine. Then it became my whole face, the right side. I'm like, babe, something ain't right. So I went to bed, woke up in the middle of the night, was like, I need to go to the hospital now. I can't feel the right side of my body. Imagine waking up and not being able to feel your body. Freaked out. Went to the local hospital. Local hospital sent me to the other local hospital, who sent me to the university. So, and they had to do there for a month before they figured out, we need to do surgery and scrape away at the scar tissue. Duh. So, yes, that's that. After that, just getting so heavy and down and depressed, got depression really bad, anxiety, you name it, I had it. And, just a really hard time in my life. And, December 14th of 2013, my little girl and my 2 boys walked to school. My little girl knew something was up. She walked halfway to school, turned around, came back, called my mom, who was, thank God, off of work, so she could come rushing over and find out what's going on. Well, she got to the house. Oh, sorry, guys. She got to the house, and my daughter told her I was eating a piece of paper as like it was a taco. I was that delirious. So by the time I got to the hospital, my blood pressure was 60/40. My daughter saved my life that day. And I will never forgive her for that. She knew something was wrong and she was not going to leave me. But also because of that, she lives with her dad right now. Which sucks because that's my baby. But that's beyond the point. I'm not going to be selfish if she feels more comfortable there and doesn't feel like she has to take care of me, because that's basically what my kids have been doing, is watching over me and taking care of me. Time for them to be kids and me quit being stubborn. So anyways, that, my blood pressure is 60/40. They ended up saying I went into septic shock. My organs were shutting down. After my organs had pretty much shut down, it attacked my heart, which had a slight heart attack. But you know what? God is so good to me. And I'm sorry if you're against God or whatever, but this is my channel. And if I want to talk about God, I'll talk about God. Ain't nobody going to tell me that I can't. He pulled me through the 8 brain surgeries. They told my mom and them that I wasn't going to make it. Say their goodbyes. She's not going to make it. That, only a certain percentage survive it. Usually, if they do survive, they lose their limbs, severe pain for the rest of their life, stuff like that. And that months and months and months of therapy. Check this out, guys. And months and months and months of hospital stay. Check this out. I went in on December 14th, correct? Yep. I got out on the 24th. My Christmas wish was to be with my family. And you know what? That man above gave it to me. All I wanted for Christmas was my kids and my family. And I honestly believe if it weren't for him up there, it wouldn't have happened. He was really watching over me. Would you tell me when? When does a nurse, an actual head nurse, I had to get out of the room. I was just getting impatient. I couldn't stay in that room anymore. She's like, all right, hon, hold on. She's like, let me go help him and I'll be right back. She went, helped the person, came back with a wheelchair. We went down and had frozen yogurt. She bought, and we just sat there and talked. And she shared her story with me about how she got into a divorce and didn't have the kids. And how many nurses do you know would do that? None that I know of. So, yeah. And I did. My grandma and my mom came and picked me up Christmas Eve so I could go home. It was very bittersweet because I couldn't go back to my own house. I had to leave my own home. I was not allowed to live alone anymore. I was not allowed to have the kids because in case I needed more medical attention than my kids. That's how that worked. But they all individually ended up living with me anyways. That's a long story in itself. So, after all that happened, and I came home, whatnot, we were working. I had so much fluid built up and you know what they told me? That if I didn't have that meat on me, if I wasn't that chubby as I was, it would have killed me. Yeah. That's what I think is like crazy. Anyways, I need to hurry up. I'm making this long. Just put a mark on him. So after that, after all 8 brain surgeries, and then they had to go in my tummy because to revise it. Then we went in through my back. Just so many. I'm one big scar in stretch marks because I've had 3 kids. But after that, the only other thing that had happened was I went to the cardiologist because they wanted to check what the heart attack was in the hospital. If it was a serious heart attack, something they need to look at, they did an ultrasound type thing, and he said, nope, clear to go. So he's like, have you ever thought about gastric bypass surgery, R.N.Y? And I'm like, no, I honestly didn't think that they would do it on me because of all my health issues. He's like, no. He's like, let's get this on the ball. So we got it on the ball, and I don't remember exact dates, but it took like 4 or 5 months, and I was in for surgery. Yeah, buddy. I don't remember how long it was. I'll check, but just not sure, guys. Okay, so that is that. Got in, got it done. Did have some complications. Still having some because of the tubing needing to be rewired, but other than that, I just need to get my ass to the doctors because I've missed my first 2 appointments. And I'm having a hard time with the protein drinks and getting my protein in because I don't like the protein drinks. That's why I want to try that isolate. But anyways, so that is my story. That's what journey I'm on, and I would love for all you to join me on my journey. I'm signed up for numerous people on here. Would just like to help somebody out if they need it, and would like the in return the same thing. So I think that's all I have to say. Besides, I love you guys, and thank you for the ones who are supporting me. Thank you for the 20 subscribers that I do have. You put a smile on my face every day, and I'm gonna start making videos. Since I walking, even though I've only done it once, getting more energy, cleaning the house, doing stuff during the daytime. I feel so good. I didn't get it. There was this lesson. There was a total gym on my, like, you can do bargain pages or whatever for your local area. Total gym, and it's one of the older ones, but though that's the one I like. $50. Missed it. Oh, I was so mad. Because if you get the older one, you can get extensions to go with it if you want to. But that one, the older one, works amazing. Right after I had my daughter, like within a month, I dropped 30 pounds. I was walking with her in the stroller. I was using the Total Gym in the morning while she was asleep, and I would get up and use that. And then feed her after I got done. And then would fill a milk jug up of water and drink that throughout the day and eat sensibly. And the weight, literally, I was buying jeans like one every week, having to buy different jeans. Wish it would have stayed like that because I went and had this surgery. Because this chubby girl likes her food. But anyways, alright, that's it, guys. Comment, like, subscribe. Please request videos. I want to do videos. Request them. Request, request, request. Comment, comment, comment. Like. Alright. Talk to y'all. Hope this wasn't too long. Let you know how I came about, what happened. I wasn't just being lazy. Things happen. So, I will talk to y'all later. Leave a comment if you need to. Mwah. Bye.